campaign.
Okay. Yeah, it's time for questions.
I think there's going to be we have provision for that.
Okay, I think I must not use this side.
We have provision for that for comments, questions and answers.
All right. Once again, I welcome all of you to this important occasion. Even though in Library Information Forum of Nigeria, what we do is that annually we do sensitization, which is free. We go to communities and we sensitize them on a particular issue. I think last 2 years we did sensitization on skin bleaching. We usually do on reading culture and other things like that. But this section, that's under the School of Computing and Information Technology section, we find it deemed necessary to sensitize on one of the most important programming language that we are having right now, which is the Python programming. And we said, let it be free, because we find out that most people are not given opportunity to learn the programming because of the high cost. I could have seen someone was saying that he wanted to resume for basic class, and they were telling him more than 50,000 or something like that, just for him to get. Then I don't know if when I went out, the MC for him introduced. The organization is an NGO, and it is registered with Corporate Affairs Commission in 2020, but the organization started in 2017. That's 2017. Then it has different sections. The actual name was Library and Informationization Forum of Nigeria under IDAI section. So in the course of my presentation, you are going to see. So as you all know, this is an induction training for the Python programming. And the essence of the induction is take you through on what you are expected to learn throughout the program, so that you should be happy at the end and also be happy as an organization. So, on behalf of the Library and Information Forum of Nigeria, that's the School of Computing and Information Technology, I want to welcome and address you at this introduction today. That's introduction training. And as you all know what I said, today marks the beginning of an important journey, one that equips you with digital skills that are globally relevant and intellectually empowering and economically valuable. Hope someone at the back can hear me. As I said earlier, the organization was registered with Corporate Affairs Commission. It started in 2017. Ever since, we've done a lot of advocacy programs like that. So if you go to YouTube, you see our program and other channels like that. This is a vision of the organization: to foster a knowledgeable and empowered society by promoting literacy, information access, and digital skills through strategic partnership, advocacy, and innovative initiatives, thereby transforming Nigeria into a thriving hub of information excellence. And this is the mission of the organization. Our mission is to enhance the value and impact of information centers and information services in Nigeria by raising awareness, advocating for importance of literacy and information access, and promoting the development of digital skills. And this is one of the things we are doing now, to promote digital skills. And we strive to engage individual, community, and institutions through education, collaboration, and utilization of technology, aiming to empower Nigeria with the knowledge and resources necessary for personal growth, socio-economic development, and lifelong learning. So what we do at LISFN, one of the things we do is organizing academic and professional events, such as we host conferences. Just this year, we host conference with the Federal University of Istanbul. I think last 2 years, we have been hosting with Ahmed Bello University Zaria. Then I think next year, I don't know, maybe we're going to the East. Then we also host seminars and workshops. You can see this, the image of one of our workshops. So we do workshop on different kind of workshop on organizational management, research, and so a lot of them. Then we do also training session. This training session, just like one that we are doing. And we also, this is one of our journals that we collaborated research and publication. Under research and publication, we have international journal, we have the LISFN Journal of Information Science, Journal of Information Practice and Management, and also this one with based in collaboration with Partners Level Coincidence and then also postbook chapters, research papers, and the aim of everything is just to contribute to scholarly discourse and information dissemination. As you can see, this is some of our image. We do information sensitization and advocacy. Under this, we move to remote areas to sensitize on information literacy, video culture, and open access. Because we are one of the most advocates for open access. We say information should be open, it should not be censored. So everyone has the right to access each information wherever you want. And the aim of everything is to address community information needs. And all this was free. And this is all. This is the person producing that. Then we also have a section that's entrepreneurship development. Under this entrepreneurship development is a section of the organization where we train individuals on entrepreneurship, vocational skills, and use of technology. On entrepreneurship, I think during the strike, we collaborated with the public library where we organized entrepreneurship training on tailoring, bag making, shoemaking, all those things for the period of those strikes. So people from Samaru community join, and most of them have this skill. Some of them don't have shop now. Give them certificates. We usually go for community outreach and social impact. This is some of our image in the community. And what we do, we engage in sensitization programs, social issues like the SDGs, contemporary challenge, ensuring that libraries and information centers serve as solution to societal problems. One of the things we do is sensitize against skin bleaching. We detest this, and we do whatever it is to ensure people are aware about what is skin bleaching and what it can cause their health. And this is also was advocated under one of our sections, that's the health information sensitization section, where consultants from Ahmadu University are heading there. They join us, and I think from Voice of America even came and we did interview because of how the skin bleaching is quite. You can see this image, look at her face and so on. So we do sensitization of skin bleaching, and we can't tell you so that we go to community to start from youth in secondary school. We also host training for those of you in the Department of Life and Promotion side. I see some of your staff and some in medicine. Sorry, from teaching hospital, you see some of the staff there in teaching hospital. So we do training, and this training is also on Python programming and programming. It was last year, but it is paid because it was not doing our sensitization program. So these are staff from the university, that's Ahmadu University. It took place in the Department of Life and Promotion Science. If you know, learning common rights. Yeah, learning. No, not learning common. Multimedia. This is good. So some of the things we do under this is under our School of Computer and Technology. We do training on data analysis training. That's on Python programming, using Python programming, art programming, website development, cybersecurity and ethical hacking, robotic, Internet of Things, and general computing knowledge. The aim is to improve employability and innovation. Okay, what we also do at LISFN is mentorship and capacity building. The aim of this, we provide mentorship to young scholars through online multi-lecture and academic support programs. We do online lecture where we train individual and public speaking. So every day, if you are part of the group, we ask you, we give you a topic, you come and present online. So by so doing, it gives young individual, then you'll be guided in the group. So after a presentation, people will make comment and look at what you need to do. And people across the globe, not in Nigeria, Americans, South Africa, so really enjoy it and see their image. And this is. We also do what we call educational support and development, where we conduct spelling bee, inter-school paper presentation, debate and competition, scholarship advocacy. And this scholarship advocacy mostly is for women and small children, because women are most vulnerable, especially in the area where others in the north. And we provide scholarship, we advocate, and we look for links for scholarship for them. And we also provide insurance support for children and women. And this is our image. You can see this was during one of our programs, spelling bee program. And this school, I think they became the first. Then mostly government school, when we do program like this, if it is free, even though it is some of the program, even though there is something they are paying for, all the government school we have to allow them to come free. But the aim is to raise the most vulnerable of. LISFN is bridging the information gap, empowering communities and creating opportunities for sustainable development. Because most of people in a remote community doesn't have access to information because of the nature of poverty and so on. So these are specialized sections. Some of them are specialized sections. We have the School of Computer and Information Technology section. We have entrepreneurship development and vocational skills acquisition section. We have the health informatization section. We have the Arabic and Islamic library and informatization section. We have the research grant and project management section, and agricultural information sensitization unit is also a section under our platform. So one might ask, where are we getting money to do all these things? These are sources of funding. We usually get some of our funding through conferences and workshop registration, where we usually organize an academic conference. Then through research and consultancy services. And we also have our funding through digital product sales, that's ebook, courses and then grant from government, then journal publication and book chapter, consultation and training service, donation from individual organizations, then training and capacity building program. Then also we have our sources from lovers of LISFN. There are those who love us just because of the work we do. So sometimes they call us to just organize program free and this. But this program that we are organizing for the Python programming, it is free from our organization. So, purpose of this training, because one might ask, then what is the purpose of this training? One of the purpose of this training is, so the world today is driven by information, data, and technology. Programming is no longer reserved for computer scientists alone. It has become a foundational skill across disciplines: education, health, agriculture, business, research, and governance. This training has been designed to introduce participants to programming fundamentals using Python. We specifically pick Python this time around. Build logical thinking and problem-solving skills. Prepare beginners for further learning in data analysis, automation, web development, and artificial intelligence. The aim of everything is to contribute to digital inclusion and youth empowerment, which is the central to LISFN mission. Our mission is to make life better. Then why Python? Why do we select Python in all the programming languages we have? Because Python is one of the most widely used programming languages in the world today. It is the language of choice for beginners and professionals alike because one, Python is simple and readable syntax. It has a simple and readable syntax. Python is easy to understand, making it ideal for first-time programmers. Versatility. Python is used in different areas. One is in website development, data science and analytics, artificial intelligence and machine learning, automation and scripting, scientific and academic research, and so on and more, lots more. Then global relevance. Many leading organizations such as Google, Microsoft, Let me check. Okay. Yes. This organization Python has global relevance. There's strong community support. Python has a vast global community, meaning that it has what called learning resources, library, and support are readily available in Python. Then what you will learn. Now, this is where we have to tell you that this program is categorized into three, because we know that those who don't have knowledge in Python, they are starting from scratch, while others have some basic knowledge, then others have some advanced knowledge. So that is the reason why the program is divided into three. We have the beginners level, we have the intermediate level, and we have the advanced level. For the beginners, this is what we are expected to learn at the end of this program. Introduction to programming concepts. Understanding variable, data types, and operators. Apply error and writing simple Python programs, control structures such as condition and loops, functions and basic problem solving. Then practical exercise and real life examples. These are what you're supposed to learn, those from beginners class. Then for the intermediate level, you are expected to, at the end, to work with lists, tuples, sets, and dictionaries. Handle files, reading from and writing to files. Understand modules and packages. Apply error and exception handling. Use what's called OOP, object-oriented programming concepts such as classes and objects. Then develop small project and reusable programs. That's for the intermediate class. While for the advanced class, advanced object-oriented programming and design principles. Working with database, e.g. SQLite, MySQL concept, introduction to data analysis and visualization, basic of web development or automation using Python, writing efficient, well-structured and optimized code, developing real-world project and portfolio-ready application. Now, these three categories is what we have: the beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So there is a pretest that we usually share for participants. So in that pretest, the essence is not to eliminate you, no, it's for us to know your placement. So those who scored high are going to be placed accordingly. If you score from 10 to probably to 12 like that, you'll be recommended for intermediate. While from 12 or 13 and above, you'll be recommended for advanced. So anything less than that, you'll be recommended for beginner class. Even though some have done it for maybe for a year, several years, and they have forgotten some of it, but then they will still be recommended for either intermediate or advanced. Because the beginner class is total beginner. It is assumed you don't know anything about the programming language, and you are going to start from scratch. So there is no need for you to be in a haste in your beginner class. They will tell you touch here and leave here and this slowly like that. And one of the things is that we are going to start with the beginner class. The resource persons are 5. Some of them went to DLC examination and they are going to come back. But what the aim is to start with the beginners. Then when the beginners, within this period, because we are going to have 6 weeks for the beginner, 6 weeks. And those beginner classes is twice in a week. That's Tuesday and Wednesday, 2 to 4, for the period of 6 weeks. Within the period of 6 weeks, our hope and prayer is that maybe averagely we have enough people who can be scaled towards to intermediate. Then we'll continue with them for the next 4 weeks, not 6 weeks now. Intermediate is 6 weeks. Sorry, it's 4 weeks. So we are going to now call those who we recommended for intermediate. The beginner will join them for the 4 weeks. Then those who do not make it to our expectation are not going to be recommended. They will stop there. Or those who are coming, going like that. If you miss 4 to 5 times, yeah, okay, we'll just remove you from the group and we'll just tell you to bye-bye. Because it is free. The only way we can catch you is for your dedications. Once you show neglect, we'll just remove you from the group. The aim is for us to have a community where we train individuals in real life situation, not just the certificate, but to have the practical knowledge so that you will be among our database. Your picture will be in our database, everything will be that we train you. Then the clip at the end, you are going to give us testimony that we are going to upload. So if you don't know it, you cannot like. So and then we are not going to be happy for you to just give it like testimony that did not end. So that's the reason why if you just miss the class, you are out, especially those in the beginner class. That's it. Then this is the expectation. The essence of this induction is for you to look at what we are expected from you so that you make your choice and decision if you are to continue. The aim is not for us to have large number of people. No, even though it's one person whom we can take through, that is all. That's the main aim. It's not to have a large business. That's the reason why the door might even close today for accommodating more members, because you can see we are using only this venue for this program. So we are not moving to other places. The expectation from participants. One, now, what you are expected to do so that you meet up with our with this training, so that at the end you'll be happy, we are going to be happy, and based on the practical you can do and the assignment, the project they are going to give you, and the certificate we are going to give you. Then one is for you to be committed and punctual. 80%, 85% attendance. You know, normal university 75, our own is 85% attendance. So from today, if you know maybe you based on your schedule, your lecture, you cannot make it, don't even start. Because even though maybe you've started coming there, along the way you now stop coming. As we remove you from the group, we'll also be crying because we will not forgive you for taking still leave us at the end. So it's better for you to go now and after today, if you know that you cannot make it based on your schedule. We want a total commitment. That is why we say there is no online. We have the gadget to do online program, but we refuse to do that because it is free. We just want the actual participants so that we can give our own testimony that as our organization we started this, and so person now become this from our own this, and that's the aim. It's not just to the population. Subhanallah, sorry. No question. So that's one of the reasons why we said from today we might even close the door, because somebody who is not here today might not really know what we discuss, so we take it for granted. Then participate actively during session. All session you have to participate, so you are not expected to come here and be using your phone while the practical session is going on. So whatever it is, you have to participate, regardless of where you're coming from. You just have to participate. Then you have to practice regularly outside the classroom. So they are going to be giving you assignment and other things like that. So you have to be practicing even after class. Then maintain discipline and mutual respect. You know, because we are used to people and we are used to organizing programs. Sometimes when we start like this, there are people at different, we have individual differences. So definitely among the resource persons that will be taking you, probably someone might talk to you unknowingly, then it is assumed for you to know that you will have to know how to approach the issue. So we are not expected to fight even among the colleagues. And when you are here, you are expected to share your gadget. Don't say you have computer, nobody should touch it. You will have to share your system. If someone come with this and the other did not come, please share it with the person. And the aim of the gathering is for collaboration. So you should form a network. That's the reason why. And then mutual respect, please. We talk to ourselves. We were going to talk to ourselves. We should respect. They say respect is what reciprocal. So this is very important actually for us to follow this. Then one of the please, if your phone is ringing, then one of the embrace challenge as part of the learning process, especially those who are in the beginner class. You face a lot of challenges. So just know that it's still part of what learning process, because you run a code, it will not run. You see error, keep seeing error. It's still part of what learning. So it's not too bad. Then for our own role, what we are expected from us as organization to do is to promoting digital literacy and information access. Please, we should not be distracted with any agendas. The aim is just for our inductees to understand what we want them to do. It's not to write the agenda, just understand what we want. So that after today, we are not going to have this opportunity to say, we lost the program. If you are removed from the group, you understand why you be removed. What will be expected from us is to promote digital literacy and information access. We are doing now. Supporting capacity building for youth and professional, and this is what we are doing, because among us here there are youths, there are lecturers, there are staffs, and so on. We also issue certificates to who? Dedicated participants. These dedicated participants, people who actually they are dedicated, they have 85% attendance and they learn the skills. If you do not learn the skills, then we are not going to issue certificates. We just recommend next in our, we are not going to be issuing practical, not the theory, practical. That's why if the beginner class will start from scratch, total scratch, it is as if you've not touched it, you are starting. Then bridging the digital divide through free and inclusive training program. Now, the reason why we have to bridge this, what even prompts us to organize it free, because our aim is to bridge digital divide. Because mostly the difference between the information poor society and the information rich society is lack of resources. Some cannot pay to learn this programming. And then we say free so that you not have everybody can have equal opportunity. If you don't have system, there is system there. So everybody has equal. But then we advise you to come with your own system so that if you go home, you can do some of the practical. Now, what we want you to remember at the participant is that programming can be challenging at first, but consistency and patience lead to mastery. Now, this is where, when we start, many people run away. At the end, if we start with 50 people, you can see at the end we'll see remaining only 10 or 5. It's because of your challenge. It will be challenging at first, but you have to fight the challenge. Then, but if you are consistent, even with the challenge you are consistent, then you become master. Then for our own side, this Python training is part of our broader vision to empower individuals with practical skills